Prince William, the heir to the British throne and the future King of England, is one of the most closely watched individuals on the planet. With a public role that blends duty, diplomacy, and an intense spotlight, the actions of this modern royal are rarely unnoticed, and more often, they are dissected and debated. As a father of three young children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, his behavior both in public and behind closed palace doors carries immense weight. However, recent developments have sparked an unsettling conversation across Britain and beyond about whether Prince William, knowingly or not, is setting a troubling example for the next generation of royals. To many, Prince William has long represented the best of a modern monarchy, a man raised in tragedy, deeply connected to his late mother Princess Diana's humanitarian legacy, yet bound to the traditions of the crown. He married Catherine Middleton in a storybook royal wedding that captured hearts across the globe, and together, they've presented a powerful image of stability and progress within the royal institution. But image, as many know, can often veil deeper complexities. Beneath the veneer of polished public appearances and carefully curated photo ops lies a more complicated narrative, one that raises serious questions about the character and choices of the man who will one day wear the crown. One of the most jarring examples of this lies in the way Prince William has managed his long-standing rift with his brother, Prince Harry. The public fallout between the two brothers, once known for their unbreakable bond, has become one of the most tragic chapters in recent royal history. What began as whispered disagreements over royal duties and marriage choices has spiraled into a full-blown feud played out on global stages, including television interviews, podcasts, memoirs, and press releases. While the full truth of their private conversations may never be known, Prince William's unyielding stance, particularly his alleged refusal to reconcile even for the sake of family unity, sends a chilling message about forgiveness, pride, and emotional rigidity. Children observe more than we realize. As Prince George, Charlotte, and Louis grow up, they are not merely witnessing their father's public engagements, they are absorbing his personal values, habits, and emotional responses. If Prince William, their primary male role model, consistently models emotional suppression, public stoicism, and interpersonal division, what subconscious lessons are being imprinted on these young minds? Is silence in the face of pain a sign of strength? Is reconciliation weakness? Is love conditional on agreement and loyalty to institutional expectations? This is not just about family drama, it's about legacy. Because what Prince William passes down is not just a crown or a title, but a blueprint for how to love, lead, and live with integrity. When a father chooses not to mend bridges, when he prioritizes royal image over emotional transparency, he inadvertently trains his children to do the same. That legacy could be devastating in the long term, not just for the royal family, but for the monarchy's public image and its survival. Furthermore, Prince William's sometimes cold relationship with the media has also raised concerns. While understandable given the tragic role the paparazzi played in his mother's death, his tendency to withhold transparency and limit access contrasts sharply with the level of openness that younger generations expect from public figures. If his children grow up witnessing their father's reluctance to engage meaningfully with the press or the public, they may adopt the same guarded, mistrustful approach, one that could clash with their roles as future ambassadors of a modern monarchy expected to connect with a diverse and evolving global audience. Equally troubling are Prince William's reported bouts of anger and impatience, accounts that have circulated quietly among royal aides and insiders. Though largely hidden from the public eye, there have been whispers of a temper that flares under pressure, especially when confronted with criticism or disagreement. While every human being has flaws, and no parent is perfect, the consequences of repeated outbursts or a household clouded by tension can be profound. Children raised in emotionally volatile environments often develop heightened anxiety, perfectionism, or a deep-seated fear of conflict, traits that can undermine their ability to lead with confidence and compassion later in life. In addition to emotional modeling, there is the matter of Prince William's approach to royal protocol and tradition. He has occasionally shown an unwillingness to break from outdated customs, even when doing so could modernize the institution and create a healthier work-life balance for his family. By rigidly adhering to these expectations, he may be indirectly teaching his children that institutional duty outweighs personal well-being, an ethos that can lead to burnout, repression, and unhappiness, as history has already demonstrated in the lives of multiple royal figures, including his own parents. Observers also note the subtle yet significant way Prince William navigates public praise and criticism. Rather than acknowledging his own missteps or publicly demonstrating humility, he often relies on palace silence or carefully worded statements to sidestep accountability. While this may serve short-term PR goals, it does little to cultivate a culture of honesty and growth within the family. Children who never see their parents admit to being wrong may struggle to develop emotional intelligence and the courage to own their mistakes. And then there's the issue of emotional availability. While Prince William has been photographed affectionately interacting with his children on many occasions, the royal lifestyle inherently limits private time and deep parental presence. Between royal duties, public appearances, and behind-the-scenes strategy meetings, one wonders how much authentic, undistracted quality time the prince spends with each child. In a world where emotional connection is the cornerstone of child development, even the noblest father can inadvertently create emotional distance by being physically present but emotionally absent. Of course, it is important to acknowledge the pressures William faces. As a royal, a father, a husband, and a global symbol of Britain's future, the demands on his time, image, and responsibilities are overwhelming. He is not afforded the luxury of trial and error in private. Every gesture, word, and misstep is magnified and recorded. But these pressures, while real, do not erase the impact of choices made repeatedly over time. Prince William stands at a crossroads, not just as a royal figure, but as a father. What he does now, the habits he continues or breaks, the emotional cues he models, and the values he upholds will become the inheritance of his children far more powerfully than jewels or titles. The true measure of his legacy will not be the pageantry of his coronation, but the emotional intelligence, empathy, and resilience of his children. Critics have every right to question whether William's current path is the healthiest or most constructive one. And perhaps the most important question of all is not what William has done wrong, but whether he will recognize the impact of these actions and choose a different way forward. It's not too late. Legacies can be rewritten, and behaviors can change. But that transformation must begin with awareness, humility, and the willingness to place the well-being of one's family above pride, protocol, and palace expectations. As the cameras continue to follow the royal family's every move, the world is not just watching history unfold, it is watching a family navigate heartbreak, duty, and identity under the harshest spotlight imaginable. Whether that story becomes one of healing or hurt will depend on the silent choices made behind those guarded gates. Will Prince William be remembered as a father who bravely broke generational cycles, or one who unwittingly passed them on? If you found this report thought-provoking, don't forget to subscribe for more emotionally compelling royal family content. Like this video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. What do you think about the example Prince William is setting? We want to hear your thoughts. Crown.